putting a blog also on all this thing which we are covering today, okay, with the links on Compulsory. So even if you have some queries and all, you can always go back to that blog and you can really review all the changes which I have mentioned here. So this particular, the order copy was there where any dissatisfied. So, for example, the how ESA inspection happens. I'm sure most of the people know, but sorry, I don't have the. It happens through like first the inspection happens, then 72 hours the report goes up. Then if at all there is query, then C18 is issued. Okay, C19 is issued, and if there is no chance of you don't have any document, then order section 45A is also issued to you. But still now the new amendment, you still have a chance to revive it all. If at all you have, you can make an appeal within 60 days. You need to do that. Otherwise, there is no chance. So there is just a small change in that. Bonus. So the most disputed, basically notification which happened. Sorry. So I have cough. It was released in 31st December 2015. It was released in 31st December 2015. It was in the winter session of Parliament, where in Lok Sabha, one of the very fastest amendments, I would say. The normally the only amendments are there. It happens in Lok Sabha, then the approval has to come from Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha, it was introduced on 30th December evening, and by 31st December, within 4 hours, in Rajya Sabha, it was even notified. And when people wanted to notify, because the year end and all, they say that we will notify and retrospective 2014 onwards. Not knowing the fact that what would be the, how the industry would really manage this notification, because the notification says that the eligibility of employees under bonus, payment of bonus act, from 10,000 rupees, that is, wages of 10,000 rupees as per bonus act, would rise from 10,000 to 21,000. Okay, and the bonus would be basically payable right earlier was 3,500, and that is increased to 7,000, minimum 7,000, or minimum wages which is higher as per the state rules. So this was declared. Very, very extremely difficult for people to, or organizations to really retrospect, because people have left, right? People have been retrenched, people have left, and accounts have been closed for 14, 15. That's a major fact. So many of the states have, many of the people, the states have, organizations have fought, and they've got stay order. So you have stay order in Karnataka, Kerala, you have in Gujarat, MP, Goa also the latest one. So as of now, for your organization, you can take it as status quo. See, anything, any stay order, you may ask the question that, okay, fine, what if, the stay order is in Karnataka, is it valid in Maharashtra or not? See, Article 321, it says very clearly that any provision supposed to be wherever it is applicable. So you have any stay order at one particular act, any provision, and that provision is valid all over India. So this stay also stays all over India, and plus the stay is versus Union Government of India. That's how it is applicable all over India. So I just want to tell you that. But important fact to know is that the wages, okay. Wages 7,000 and more. If it is your wages is 7,000 or more, you need to pay at least 7,000 or as per minimum wages. Okay. So one is your 21,000. Your ceiling limit rises. You need to ensure 1560. One is whatever your basic wages is. As per bonus act, basic and whatever other allowances which is included or applicable. If that basic wages is 7,000 more, then you need to pay 7,000 or minimum wages which is that. What happens if the basic wages is 7,000 less? Any idea on that? Say I have 6,000 as basic wages, okay? I have say 18,000 as gross salary, right? I have 6,000 as basic wages. I should be paying 7,000 or 6,000?
7,000.
So how many for 7? 7. And how many for 6?
Or minimum wages. Minimum wages. Or minimum wages.
Or minimum wages.
Minimum wages are higher than.
Agar Saab is saying no, it should be minimum wages, not even 6, not even 7. All due respect to Bhagat Saab, sir, if you see the change in the bonus provision itself, so let me just open that bonus provision so that I don't know whether this is connected to independent. It'll be a good debate actually. Okay, thank God, it's changed. I'm able to show you this. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. In section 12, the change is there, okay, which clearly says the word 3,500 is changed to 7,000 or more. Have you seen the notification? I'm so sure about that, right? Okay. Now, what section 12 says is that if it is 7,000 and more, then you change whatever 7,000. It doesn't mention or specify what if is less than 7,000. I tell you, before the notification, for example, it was 3,500, right? So if you have basic of 2,500, you'll pay 2,500, not 3,500. Right? Earlier you used to do that, right? The same thing continues because the section only the words have changed. 7,000 if the wages is 7,000 or minimum 7,000 or the bonus would be 7,000 minimum which is higher. They are replacing the words 3,500 in both the places where they have 7,000 minimum which are higher. Now what is section 12 says is wherever it is 3,500 it should be or higher it should be 3,500 earlier. Now the section which is changed from 3,500 to 7,000 says 7,000 is minimum or higher. Okay, that means if the basic is less than 7,000, the provision is not clear in this.
How can a basic can be less than 7,000 because minimum wages says if a person is being paid by minimum wages, basic cannot be less than 7,000 or it has to be minimum wages.
Okay, I'll take your question here. You can pass the question, okay, I'll answer. Now see, all said and done, many wages say that you have to have certain basic guarantee, right?
Yeah.
And which is notified by the government depending upon state to state, it is twice in Maharashtra, once in Karnataka and so on and so forth. But there are various judgments and if you see section 4, subsection 3 of the Act of Minimum Wages which clearly says that an all-inclusive rate is also there. What government specifies is minimum rate. So that should be the rate. If you have wages, overall wages much more higher than minimum wages, the Act doesn't specify what should be the basic wages. That's number one. So that's number one. So if you have say 20,000 as your gross wages, you can actually have, there is no compulsion under the law, you can actually have your basic as 5,000 for example. Okay? That's what it is. I'm sure that you get it. So if that is such, if 5,000 is the basic, in my example, the bonus would be 5,000 and not 7,000. Basically just show you the provision here. Thanks to the internet is working, so I can just show you the provision here. Just want to show the section 12 of the Act, so clear on that. There is big confusion in a lot of people's mind, and we've done extensive study on this and also asked a lot of people across the states, met commissioners and everything. Okay, I'm just showing you this. Now just read this word. If it is, of course, it's changed now. Where the salary or wage of an employee exceeds 7,000 or minimum wage. This is the important thing. Where the salary or wage exceeds 7,000. It doesn't say anything about salary or wage which is less. So it's silent. That means if the salary and wage is less than 7,000, you need to be given the same wages. Clear? Yeah? Hope I've clarified. Okay, so this is the basic thing which you need to keep in mind. There's a huge debate that what should be the bonus, basic wages under bonus act. That's a different debate. I don't want to cover. Maybe next time, if I'm invited by Thane HR again, I can always discuss on that. PF, yes, PF. There are a lot of notifications that come. there's so many notification which is, revert back, or you can say roll back also. So let's first discuss only the notification which is active, so that all are set. I don't want to see so many notifications. Whatever is active right now, I'm just going to show you that, okay? And then we can discuss on what happened to things around in Bangalore and all that, okay? So first of all, very latest notification which came on October 15, 2015. October 2015 was for construction workers. You need to, if any real estate construction clients, real estate clients, a lot of, right? So you need to be basically updating, or you need to be filing on a monthly basis in certain format. You need to be filing a return kind of thing, or not a return, but basically a spreadsheet, which will have all the details of contractors mentioned. And that you need to do on a monthly basis if you are into real estate construction. So this is a notification which came here. In fact, the notification shows clearly what you need to file and all that other format, which will okay, but this is like this is the monthly report which you need to file. Okay, so this is the format which is there. You need to file this format. So each there the serial number, total number of establishments, and how many contractors are there. So this is a mandate for the construction industry. Okay, so this is one of the notifications. Secondly, anyone knowing the Jeevan Praman? No. So this is again one more good notification of Jeevan Praman, or you can say life certificate has come online. Now you can tag. So for example, employees, under employee pension scheme, once you complete 10 years, you get a scheme certificate, right? And you need to bring the scheme certificate till the age of 58. And what if it gets lost, or you need to go to PF office again and everything? The government has put a very good initiative. You should go to jeevanpraman.gov.in for the reference. You can go there, you can register. It's a good notification, it's a huge notification, it will be available on the net also. It gives you, basically you need to go online, register all your documents, including your bank account number, a date of birth, all the details of your organization, whatever it is. And then once you are eligible for pension, it's linked to the PF account of yours. Once you are eligible for pension, it will update you. And once you retire in 58 years of age, you don't have to follow up or follow up to the PF office and all. It will directly credit to your account, and it will start crediting your account. So this is something good where all your credentials are online from Jeevan Praman, which is there as per the PF Act. One more amendment which come in 2016 itself, that no challans would be accepted by the banks. They always have to be online now. I'm sure that most of the people know, and you are struggling with that. Sometimes when it's near 15 or near 25, 21, that is PF and ES respectively, you find that sites are down and everything, right? It's a big mess. But the the PF the bank would not accept the challans. Only unless you have the contribution challan entire total around 1 lakh. So if it's less than 1 lakh, they will accept. More than 1 lakh, not accept. So that's what the thing is. And in February 2016, even the 5-day grace period. I'm sure that a lot of people know about grace period. It was available in the PF, and it has been revoked from February 2016 onwards. So now you don't have a grace period. So A is you need to ensure that you pay the challan by 15th. You don't have the grace period at all for whatever reason. And the grace period earlier which was available wasn't sporadic basis. It's not like every year, every month you can have that grace period. Otherwise the purpose of 15th date is defeated, right? But all said and done, last year of challan is PF. You should ensure by 12-13 you start doing it, so that in 1 day, 2 days it takes, because it's a huge mess. We also do with a lot of companies, and I'm sure that these are boosts and pains, but that is what it is. I have known since we come to, so just for your information, some few companies have basically paid it as a port branch. They still accept it. Okay, so last 2-3 months they've been accepted. So just for your information, if at all your online doesn't go well, in the port branch of SBI, they still accept this challan. But pan India wise, it's not the rule. Okay. One more thing in PF was this year about, first of all, the notification came for employer's contribution to be, stopped. I mean, if you go for withdrawal of PF, okay, by filling up Form 19, the employer's contribution you can only withdraw after the age of 58, right? Then they say, though, no, apart from the normal taxation you have, you'll be also taxed with the PF if you withdraw before 5 years. So PF office, of course, taxes you. Again, you'll be taxed with income tax, right? And then they roll back. And they know not full tax, only the difference of payment of the tax. So huge confusion all around. So now only thing which stays is only TDS part under PF. The rest your employer's contribution and all is all rolled back. So you don't have to worry on that. Only the TDS part remains. It's still there. So this is the way the TDS part is there. There will be no TDS in respect of transfer of PF from one account to another. So if you continue transferring, even if you have 1 year, 2 year experience, you continue with new organization you go, to transfer PF, then no TDS would be deducted. Termination of employee due to ill health or discontinuation business, then it would be not deducted. If employee withdraws PF, subject to having 60 days of minimum gap, and after 5 years, then TDS is not deducted. Or if payment is less than 30,000, so if your contribution is less than 30,000, still PF, the tax would not be deducted. Tax would be deducted on respect of those people, 30,000 and more. Okay, TDS will be deducted if you file Form 15 or 15G or 15H. I'm sure you know what is 15G and 15H. 15G is, I mentioned there in fact. So 15G is for the individual having no taxable income, and 15H is for the senior citizen. So if you don't file 15G and 15H, then TDS would be deducted at the rate